Hello and welcome to the job training video for the blog commenter. This is a job overview and step-by-step walkthrough training of all job tasks that are going to be required of you. First of all, congratulations and welcome to the team. We look forward to a long-term business relationship with you. Now inside this training, you're going to be given a big picture overview of exactly what your job will involve as a blog commenter. Then we will go into specific detail on each one of your work tasks so you gain a complete 100% understanding of everything you need to do. Important point here, you are now in the training phase. Your employer wants and expects you to ask him or her any questions you may have for further clarification, so relax. And finally, the first 1 to 2 times that you apply your work tasks will be considered practice runs. So take as much time as you need to study this training. The bottom line is we want you to be comfortable. So let's get into the nitty-gritty here and talk about exactly what are your job tasks as a blog commenter. Well, in a nutshell, your job will consist of visiting a list of something like 20 to 50 blogs. Your employer will actually be providing you with this list, but doing that each day and leaving helpful comments on any or all of these blogs in which a new blog post has been made in the last 3 days. Now your employer might choose to change that the last 3 days criteria. It's up to him or her, but generally speaking, 3 days is a good recent time frame so the blog post is still fresh. Now you will only be leaving comments on blogs where your comment will show up at the worst case scenario a quarter of the way down the page. And again, your employer may choose to change this criteria. That basically means we don't want people to have to scroll down very far before they will see your blog post, because you're just not going to get much traffic, or not many people are going to ever see your blog post. So maybe just a little bit of like a scroll. That's about it. Scrolling down just a little bit, maybe a quarter way down the page. That's really as low as we would want you to go for leaving a blog post on a blog. And that's really all you need to know for this point. Now, at the end of each comment you write, of course, you will be making sure to include your employer's link with the call to action text of choice so he or she can receive traffic where he or she wants to receive the traffic. Now, just so you know, every blog post that you write, one way or another, allows you to leave a link or somewhere to link out to a destination of your choice. Now, different blogs will sometimes have different ways of making this link, but your employer will be letting you know the main ways of doing it. It generally comes down to 2, at most 3 different ways of leaving the links. But when it's possible, your employer will want you to leave the link in the form of a call to action, so it actually entices the readers of the blog to click through. So it isn't just a URL, so it's actually some text that offers some kind of a benefit to the reader. But again, your employer will be giving you specific instructions on the format that he or she wants you to link out to whatever the page or the end destination that your employer wants the traffic to come into. Now there will be, and this is very important, there will be a period before you start your job where your employer will be getting you knowledgeable and up to speed on the niche or topic area in which you will be posting blog comments within. Your employer will be giving you a set of anywhere from 1, 2, or 3 books, courses, or videos for you to study that will provide a baseline of knowledge on the niche or topic area on which you will be posting blog comments within. It only makes sense that if you're going to be posting blog comments, and we want these blog comments to be genuinely helpful and on topic, that you need to know about what you're talking about. So that's what this is all about. Now, after you have gotten a solid base of understanding of the niche or topic area, your employer will be giving you one final list of the 5 to 10 or so most requested and popular topics, questions, or issues that people in the niche or topic area most commonly ask about. You will then take the time to research and study specifically these 5 to 10 hottest topic areas so that you could easily provide thorough, genuinely helpful blog comments in response to the blog posts on these hot topics. What you'll find is that within any niche or topic area, there tends to be a certain set of 5 or 10 topics or questions that keep coming up the most, and these are the questions that are going to get the most traffic, and most likely these are going to be most commonly posted about by the owners of the blogs within the niche area. So it's really important that you have a solid understanding and knowledge base and expertise of the answers to these 5 to 10 hottest topic areas. Okay. Now, once you have completed the above and gained sufficient knowledge about your employer's niche topic area, you will be asked to submit 2 to 3 practice blog comments in response to 2 to 3 sample blog posts that your employer again will be providing you with. Finally, if your practice blog comments to the sample blog post are genuinely helpful and relevant, you will officially be hired. And then your job will basically be every single day going through the list of the blogs, of those 20 to 50 blogs, okay, that your employer will be providing you with again before you start. And going to each blog and seeing if there's been a new recent blog post within the last few days, and making a comment to any and all of them, a unique comment, not the same comment, a unique comment to any and all of them, in which your comment will be showing up somewhere near the top of the blog. So again, we don't want people to have to scroll too far. We want, generally speaking, the lowest we want them to have to go is a quarter of the way down the page. Okay. Again, your employer will be giving you specific criteria on the way he or she wants that, how far down the page he or she's willing to let you go to make the posts. Alright, so now that we've gone through the big picture, nitty-gritty overview of what your job training, of what your job is all about, we're now going to go through an actual live walkthrough example where I'm literally going to be doing your job from scratch, from start to finish, okay? So no stone will be left unturned. And make sure to really pay attention here, because this is exactly what you will be doing every day as a part of your job. So I'll be right back with you in the screen capture mode. Hello and welcome to the actual job training walkthrough example for the blog commenter. Now this is going to be a really short and simple video. Basically, once you've gotten up to speed on your market area and you've gone through those 2 or 3 courses or videos that your employer's given you, and you've studied the top 5 to 10 hot topics that come up the most, your employer will be giving you a list of blogs for you to check daily to see if there's been any new action. There's one more thing I want to talk about real quickly before I get into the actual walkthrough example, and that is I want to talk about something called an RSS aggregator. And I want to take you to this page real quick to let you read about something called feed aggregators. Now, your employer will most likely, in conjunction with the list of blogs that he or she will want you to be commenting on, he or she will most likely be supplying you with the program that's known as a feed aggregator. And what this allows you to do is put the news feeds to all of the different blogs in his or her list of blogs that he or she wants you to comment on. And whenever a new post gets added to one of these blogs, you will instantly be notified. So instead of having to look through all the 20, 30, 40 blogs to see which ones have recent posts, this program will let you know immediately. RSS feed aggregators, okay? And here's a list of some of the different names of them. You can simply go into these programs and they will instantly notify you when a new blog post is made on any of the blogs in the list of blogs your employer gives you. This allows you to immediately go in and make that very first or second comment, so you can get that very coveted high position, okay? Your employer will be in contact with you with more information about what feed aggregator, if any, he or she wants you to use, but it really is a cool thing to have, and it makes this whole process work a lot easier, okay? So now that that's aside, let's go back to your actual job training walkthrough. Okay, so I'm at a blog now that happens to be in the Make Money Online niche. It's a blog by a friend of mine named Igor, and I just want to show you how to go about basically writing a quality, relevant blog comment, and how to add a link to the end of it, not just the link that's your name, like not just your avatar or the link that goes at the top of every WordPress post, comment, but the link below that you can actually put some link text in. Okay, so basically, I'm going to read this out loud real quick, and obviously, this would just be one of the blogs in the list of blogs that my employer would have given me, and this would have just been, for this example's sake, a very recent post that this blogger made, and I would be responding or leaving a comment for this post. So let's read this. How to easily make money online in just 7 days from now if you're a complete beginner. Let's just get some context by reading the post. In everything we do in life, there's always a step-by-step approach. Complex projects will require more steps, while simple projects consist of just a few steps. Regardless of how big the task is, you just need to make the necessary preparations, set clear objectives, and be willing to put in the hard work if you wish to enjoy success. This applies to almost everything in life. Same in internet marketing. Thankfully, though, you don't have to figure it all out on your own. In fact, here's one of the fastest shortcuts I recommend. I'm not going to click that link because it doesn't really have any relevance. I don't need to do that. Every task can be simplified if we break down the simple, easy to follow steps. This is why what this website is all about. To provide you with 7 simple steps. So basically, this short little post that this guy wrote, it's all about the idea that no matter what goal you have, whether you're trying to solve a problem or whether you're trying to attain some sort of end result, goal, there's always a set of specific action steps that you just need to know about and then follow religiously, and put work into implementing in order to get the results or the outcomes you want. And that's actually I really like that that truth. So let me just show you how I would write, what I would do. So here's the comment, right? And you would be leaving a comment using whatever, either you'd be doing it using your employer's name if he or she wants you to, or you'd be using a pen name that your employer would assign to you, okay? Or whatever the way your employer wants to do it. For me, I'm just going to leave my own name here. I'm going to put one of my email addresses in there, and I'm going to put one of my websites in there. Okay? So that's important that you fill out those 3 things, and most often, popular blogs, okay, and which is most likely the only kind of blogs you're going to be posting on, okay, are going to have this similar system here where it's going to be this similar kind of setup here to leave a comment, okay, which is good news because you're not going to very often need to worry about different kind of blog commenting mechanisms and different ways to put the code or the text. Generally, it's going to use this kind of format, okay. So I'm now going to write. And what you should do as a blog commenter is aim for at least 200 words, okay? Maybe not 200, aim for at least 150, I would say, to 200 words for a good blog comment, okay? Again, your employer could change that criteria if he or she wants to. For me, I'm going to aim for about 150 words here, okay? So I'm just going to pause this while I write what I would consider a relevant, useful comment. Alright, so I just finished writing what I would consider a very solid, quality blog comment, okay? I already filled in these pre-fields, which you would need to do using information your employer gives you. But let me just show you how I ended up writing the blog comment here. And use this as a solid guiding template on the way you need to do it, okay? Again, you always need to read the post that the blogger makes, so you know what you're talking about, and you can write a relevant, insightful reply, comment. But here's what I wrote. Remember, this guy was talking all about how anything in life, any goal or any problem that needs to be solved can easily be accomplished as long as you figure out what the core action steps are, okay? And you get organized to solve them. Here's what I wrote. I couldn't agree more. It's funny and awesome the way nearly every major goal or outcome in life can easily be attained merely by figuring out what core action steps or levers, as I like to call them, need to be triggered. I find this to be incredibly empowering, but I also find it sad that so many people fail to realize the extreme power that they really do have towards accomplishing any and all of their dreams. Especially with the amazing tool we now have called the internet. Virtually any possible action step required to achieve virtually any goal is now easily findable with a few clicks of your mouse. Okay, so that's my little blog comment. Just 3 little paragraphs, you know. It might not even have been more than 150 words. It might have been less. but that's more than good enough just to give you the feel. And then this is the really critical thing, okay? This is the link out to your employer's blog. Again, he or she is going to be telling you the specific way that he or she wants you to do this, and especially the text that he or she wants you to use for the actual hyperlinked text. But if you look down here, it says you can use these HTML tags and attributes, okay? And the first one is the ahref tag, and that's a link HTML code. And you'll see that it goes a space href equals quote, nothing in there, but then it goes space title equals quote. So in this first part, you want to put the link, ahref equals whatever your employer's link is, okay, to the page or the site or the blog that they want traffic to go to, okay? Then you end it with another quote, then you do a space. Here's a really important part. Title equals another quote. This is the text that people are actually going to see, that they're going to be able to click, okay? What I put here is just something that would be relevant to a Make Money Online audience, which is, here's my biggest secret for earning fast cash online. So that would be the blue underlined text, or whatever the way that the blog displays it, okay? So real simple there. You saw how I wrote a relevant, useful, insightful little comment, and you saw how I signed off with a hyperlink, okay? That's really all there is to it. And congratulations for completing this training. Now again, your employer is going to be in contact with you with the list of blogs that he or she wants you to post to. Most likely he or she will be supplying you with a no-cost RSS or blog feed aggregator program, so you don't need to manually search through all these different blogs in his or her list to see which ones have new recent posts for you to comment on. And that's all there really is to it. Now, it's really important that you watch this training several times, 2 or 3 times, and take all the time in the world that you need to really understand this process. Your employer will be in contact with you shortly, and again, here your employer will be getting you up to speed with those course materials, okay? So that's all there is to it. As soon as you're done watching this training and you have a solid feel that you know what you need to do, go ahead and let your employer know by emailing him or her, or the employer actually might have already gotten you going with the course trainings that you need to get yourself up to speed and knowledgeable on the snitch. But bottom line is, your employer will be in contact with you shortly. Take care.